This new movie release, updates and screen time. I'm going to enjoy myself because this is my favorite time on the program. I get to recommend good movie for you, and I'm also waiting for you to recommend movies to me also in the comment section.
In Nigeria today, as a consumer, you have all right to product information, right to fair pricing, right to return goods, right to product labeling, right to fair dealings, and a lot more.
Well then, have you heard about the new media channel?
ConsumerHallaTV.
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 At ConsumerHallaTV, our goal is to inform and educate consumers in Nigeria with insightful news alongside development within the fast-paced world of consumers through well-researched, specialized, and analytical content.
Our vision at ConsumerHallaTV is to create an engaging platform that provides right connections for meaningful brands in Nigeria, thus creating a more caring world for consumers where business thrive.
And guess what? Our ConsumerHalla brand is the first consumer complaint resolution portal in Nigeria, powered by a 72-hour feedback mechanism. We offer consumer advocacy, informative talk shows, branding promotions, advertising, and lots more. Connect with us via our YouTube channel at ConsumerHallaTV. Follow us on our Facebook page, ConsumerHallaTV, our Instagram page, ConsumerHallaTV, and do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscription is free. ConsumerHallaTV. At ConsumerHallaTV, you deserve to be heard.
At ConsumerHallaTV, you deserve to be heard.
Good evening and welcome to the news on the hour on ConsumerHallaTV. I am Kike Lomo Ajibola. The first news this evening: confusion continues to surround the construction of the second runway at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, with uncertainty over the actualization of the project. Discussions around the project peaked in 2025 when its estimated cost reached 532 billion naira. However, the seriousness of the government's commitment came under scrutiny after the Ministry of Aviation and Aerospace Development under Minister Festus Keyamo allocated just 10 million naira for the project in the 2026 budget proposal presented to the National Assembly by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The second runway project was first unveiled in April 2009 at an estimated cost of 64 billion naira. Under the then Minister of Aviation Babatunde Omotoba, it was designated and it was designed as a 4.5-kilometer runway capable of accommodating the world's largest passenger aircraft, including the Airbus A380 and Boeing 777. The runway was planned to be 75 meters wide and equipped with Category 3 airfield lighting. And now the National Orientation Agency has called on the National Assembly to criminalize the act of scooping fuel from falling tankers. The announcement was made in a statement posted on the NOAA's official X handle attributed to the Director General of NOAA, Malam Lanre Issa Onilu. The call comes amid growing concerns over repeated fuel tanker accidents following a recent incident at Apapa. Issa Onilu condemned the practice in the strongest terms, describing it as dangerous, irresponsible and wholly unacceptable in a modern society. He highlighted that the risks extend beyond those directly involved, threatening motorists, nearby communities, emergency responders, and national infrastructure. Workers of the Federal Capital Territory Administration (FCTA) have begun an indefinite strike in Abuja over unresolved welfare concerns. The development was reported by the News Agency of Nigeria on Monday. The strike saw staff under the Joint Union Action Congress shut the gates of the FCTA Secretariat, halting normal operations. The workers said the action was necessary to compel the administration to address long-standing issues affecting their pay, benefits, and working conditions. The president of JOAC, Mrs. Rifkatu Loiter, told journalists that the strike was driven by several unresolved grievances. These included the non-remittance of pension and National Housing Fund contributions, non-payment of salaries, overheads, and areas from previous wage awards. She also highlighted centralized salary processing, the non-payment of staff of the Abuja Environment Protection Board and Social Development Secretariat, and the absence of a financial threshold for permanent secretaries and heads of agencies. Away from that now, the International Monetary Fund has raised Nigeria's economic growth forecast for 2026 to 4.4%, up from its earlier projection of 4.2%. The revised outlook was published in the IMF's January 2026 update of the World Economic Outlook and unveiled on Monday at the report official launch. The adjustment reflects the fund's growing optimism about Nigeria's medium-term prospects as reforms, fiscal coordination, and macroeconomic stability begin to gain traction, while also placing the country within a broader regional recovery narrative. Dangote Group has signed a contract valued at over $350 million with India's state-owned Engineers India Limited (EIL). The development was disclosed by EIL in a statement released recently. Under the agreement, EIL will serve as the project management consultant and engineering procurement and construction management consultant for the expansion. This replicates the role it plays in the delivery of the existing 650,000 barrels per day refinery, which was commissioned in 2024. The expansion will be executed through the addition of a second processing train and will focus on the production of Euro 4 compliant fuels. Beyond refining, the project also includes a major scale-up of petrochemical outputs. Dangote plans to increase polypropylene in production from 830,000 tons per annum to 2.4 million tons per annum by revamping its existing polypropylene unit, installing in addition 1.2 million tons unit and adding a 750,000 ton UOP Oleflex unit to boost the polypropylene feedstock supply. Oil marketers have refuted claims that some retail petroleum outlets are selling fuel cheaper than the 739 naira per litre at Dangote refinery designated filling stations, attributing such report to speculations. They said that apart from MRS filling stations which are affiliated to Dangote petroleum refinery, they do not think any other marketers or retail filling stations are selling below that price. The marketers noted that the favorable price is the major reason why you see longer queues of vehicles at MRS filling stations across the country than other retail outlets, as Nigerians prefer cheaper petroleum products. And now the Nigerian oil share index closed slightly lower on Monday, 19th January 2026, slipping by 0.01% to settle at 166,112.5 points. This reflects a modest 17-point decline from the day's opening level of 166,129.5 points, despite a noticeable uptick in trading activity. Market activity strengthened as trading volume climbed to 629 million shares from 539.8 million in the previous session, which total market capitalization at 106.34 trillion naira across 57,858 deals. NSL Tech, Secure Electronic Technology and Access Holdings were the most actively traded stocks, driving market turnover for the day. And now the federal government has unveiled a new national housing strategy anchored on land reform, urban renewal, and public-private partnership to address Nigeria's growing housing deficit. The Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Ahmed Dangiwa, disclosed this on Monday in Ilorin during the 14th National Council on Land, Housing and Urban Development meeting. The theme of the 2025 Council meeting is achieving housing delivery and sustainable cities through effective land management, urban renewal, promotion of local building materials, and public-private partnerships in Nigeria. Speaking through the Director of Planning, Research and Statistics in the Ministry, Alhaji Mokhtar Ilyasu, Dangiwa said Nigeria's housing deficit, estimated in the tens of millions, remains one of the country's most pressing socio-economic challenges. And now in Lagos State, the Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu on Monday signed the 4.4 trillion naira 2026 budget into law. The signing ceremony took place at the Conference Room, Lagos House, Alausa Secretariat, Ikeja. The Lagos State House of Assembly had earlier passed the budget-tagged budget of shared prosperity in January. The lawmakers approved a bill authorizing the issuance and appropriation of about 4.4 trillion naira for the 2026 fiscal year. Present at the ceremony were the Deputy Governor Dr. Obafemi Hamzat, members of the State Executive Council, the head of service Bode Agoro, lawmakers from the Lagos State House of Assembly, and other key stakeholders. And lastly, this evening, there was tension on Monday at the entrance of the Federal Ministry of Finance in Abuja as protesting indigenous contractors blocked the premises, preventing the Minister of State for Finance, Doris Uzoka Anite, from entering the complex. The protesters, operating under the banner of the All Indigenous Contractors Association of Nigeria, barricaded the main gate in protest over unpaid obligation allegedly owed by the federal government. The contractors accused the federal government of failing to settle payments for completed projects and alleged that funds provided for this purpose in the 2024 and 2025 budget had not been released. They said the prolonged delay had pushed many of the members into financial distress. Thank you so much for joining us for the news at 4 on ConsumerHallaTV. To stay connected for more news updates, please follow us across all social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok, and on YouTube. Subscription is absolutely free. I am Kike Lomo Ajibola. Don't go anywhere.
Hello consumers, you have the right to be heard, absolutely. So join us on the conversation, share your brand experience, where you tell us all your experiences about brand on the outer world via our YouTube channel every Wednesday from the hour of 4:20 to 5:20. You can watch us via our YouTube channel, ConsumerHallaTV, and subscription is free. Follow us on all our social media platforms, ConsumerHallaTV. Share your brand experience. It's about storytelling. It's about experiences.
Hello consumers, you're welcome to another exciting episode of Consumer Voice on ConsumerHallaTV. I am Matilda Omenai. As you already know, Consumer Voice is a show where we'll be visiting different places in Lagos to check out people's preferences, hear what the consumers have to say about different leading brands that they make use of.
Hello, it's your boy here, Iremo Feko Foworola, and you know what? They call me the AUF General Overseer. Every day is a blessing and it is meant to be enjoyed maximally with AUF packages that put a smile on our faces. And guess what? That is why this show AUF is for you. You can get to know about trendy market slashes, promos, offers, and juicy deals that put a smile on your faces, and you can always enjoy them maximally. And you know one thing that is so interesting about this show? It is a blend of English and Pidgin. As I dey run you English, now I go dey marry am with Pidgin, make am spicy. So catch me every time on the show to enjoy more about trendy AUF packages. Peace.
Public service announcement. Hello consumers, I am Kike Lomo Ajibola and welcome to the Scam Alert segment on ConsumerHallaTV. Scam Alert educates viewers about various scams affecting consumers. We learn tips on how to identify fraudulent activities and provide advice on protecting our personal information. We aim to raise awareness and empower viewers to avoid falling victim to scams. We cover various topics such as phishing, identity theft, fraudulent investment schemes, and many more. You want to catch up on how these scammers invade our lives? Join us every Tuesday by 12:30 p.m. for Scam Alert on our YouTube channel at ConsumerHallaTV. Subscription is absolutely free. And in case you're not following us across all our social media platforms, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok at ConsumerHallaTV. Don't say I didn't do anything for you this 2025. Bye.
Welcome to In the Marketplace. We are taking you on a journey behind the scene of Nigeria's most vibrant market, from the sight and sound of the market to the stories of the people who makes it thrive. We will be sharing the untold stories that brings this market to life. Join us as we explore the history, challenges, and triumphs of the market vendors. We will dive into the daily lives of the people who call markets home and uncover the secret that makes this market special. You will get to see the passion, energy, and dedication that goes into making this market success. Tune in to the In the Marketplace on ConsumerHallaTV on Thursday by 11 a.m. to experience the sight and sound. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media handle on ConsumerHallaTV. I am Elizabeth Abefe.
Hello fellow consumers, are you looking for a program where we give analysis about brand and a program where we project the voice of the consumer? Join my team and I on Consumer Analytics and Resolution Box by calling on the program to get your issues resolved.
And in case you are wondering where Consumer Analytics and Resolution Box will be showing, please join us on our YouTube channel at ConsumerHallaTV. Subscription is free. By 2 p.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. every Mondays and Wednesdays, Consumer Analytics and Resolution Box will be airing and will be here to provide you any information on brands and also issues that you have pending for us to resolve. Also follow us across all our other social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok, TikTok at ConsumerHallaTV. And that is why at ConsumerHallaTV,
You deserve to be heard. Hi everyone, I am Iri Ayomikunle Eke. Join me live on Perspective every Mondays to Friday from the hour of 9 to 10, where we have meaningful and engaging conversations about all the burning and pressing issues making the round. Issues related to our economy and consumers. It's conversing, it's relatable, it's beyond interview. We have expert analysts who gives updated analysis about all aspects of a conversation. Join the moving train by subscribing to our YouTube channel, ConsumerHallaTV, and do well to follow us on all our social media platforms, ConsumerHallaTV. Stay informed. Thank you.
I am Matilda Omenai. As you already know, Market Today is the show where we visit different markets across Nigeria, Lagos, to check out the prices of different things, ranging from household items to foodstuffs to cosmetics, electronics, every other thing.
In a world of hustle and bustle, entertainment keeps us alive, and that is why at ConsumerHallaTV, we ensure you enjoy all around 360-degree entertainment program. Screen Time is the show for you, where you enjoy top 5 countdown, celebrity of the week, exclusive interview, and other segments.
Don't mind him, he's just a jealous person.
Oh,
His new
God.
movie release, updates, and screen time. I'm going to enjoy myself because this is my favorite time on the program. I get to recommend good movie for you, and I'm also waiting for you to recommend movies to me also in the comment section. Screen time is not just all about entertainment, it is relaxing and also educational. So that is why we are bringing to you Screen Time on ConsumerHallaTV. And in case you're wondering where to join us every Mondays by 5 o'clock p.m. at ConsumerHallaTV on our YouTube channel. Subscription is very, very free. And in case you have not followed us across all our social media platforms, please do so. We are begging you, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and also TikTok at ConsumerHallaTV. What are you waiting for? Click on that follow and subscribe right now.
And from the I to the R to the E to the M to the F to the E, my name is Iremofe Koforola, the man always clothed in wealth and strength.
And I am Kikelomo Ajibola. Toodles!
Our interviews are always top notch. You enjoy top 5 countdown, celebrity of the week, and new movie release updates. And that segment is especially for one person. She's always fly always high when it comes to that segment. She's not that person that. Anyway, it's New Year, and both of us are having our issues anyway.
Okay.
So
so me and you are not having, because it's New Year and I'm not going to be having issues.
I am having issues with you.
Okay, no problem then. And you said it's the first edition, as how?
For the new year now.
You didn't say the first edition for the new year.
Oh, yeah, it's because I had you in mind, so I was really angry.
You see why you don't fight with people? Let me tell you something.
You
see why you don't fight with people? Because they will give you headache. How can I be the one living rent free in your head and you missed your words?
You went to watch behind the scenes and you could not even tag me along. Come on.
I told you, hey God, human being.
You want us to wash our linen in front of the camera? We will wash it.
Okay, let's wash it then.
Then what
happened? I told you.
Yes.
I was like, go and watch behind the scenes. Me and you will live like some miles apart.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to go and watch behind the scenes. And I told you almost a week or 2 weeks prior to when I went to go and watch it. I'm going to watch it this day. I'm going to watch it. You didn't have any issues with it, though. And I still called you to give you a review of the movie that you have to see this movie. Oh, this boy did not even. He said he told me I was going to go to Maryland Mall to go and watch it on Sunday, because I watched it on Saturday. So I was supposed to go and watch it on Sunday. Till today, he didn't watch the movie. And I told him, when I came to the office, I was like, have you gone to see the movie? I still asked. It wasn't as if I did not ask you. So what is the problem? How is that my own fault?
Anyway, it's your fault.
Like, not carry along.
You should have gone ahead. You would have bought the tickets for me. You'd have paid for the ride.
I should pay for
I
you.
would go and watch.
Chimo, God is good though. I should pay for you. Wow. We both collect a salary, Abi.
Anyway, we'll talk about that later.
Alright. I thought you wanted to wash your dirty lining outside now. I can help you to wash it. I'll bring soap for you.
Okay, okay. It is well. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's the ever gorgeous amazing, and ever ageless Kekelemo Ajibola.
Thank you very much for joining us this new year. In fact, this is the first screen time to ever air in the year of 2026, and it's another beautiful Monday evening for you all to watch this beautiful program with your favorite hosts in the building. And we're going to be having fun today because New Year is something. I don't think we've had a movie release update for a while now. So in case you haven't seen some movies, I'm going to be throwing it back to 2025. You need to see those movies so that you can catch up and see what is bubbling on the internet. But today's program is no other than, because we're still in the festive period, we're going to be talking about the movies that are making wave in the cinema. That we are going to be talking about it because we've seen almost all the movies in the cinemas. Trust me, I think we've just not seen maybe like 2 or 3 of
because
them.
even last year, December,
yes,
that December was a lot of fun
it
because we were at almost every premiere.
All movie premieres. Oh my god, we are having fun. In case you haven't seen our movie premieres, you have to go and see the video that we made for you guys.
Colorful,
so, very beautiful, very colorful.
I mean, every moment that happened at the red carpet, trust me, Kikalamo was just nailing it. I was like, wow, this girl,
I thought you were helping me. Honestly, we both had fun. We both did great. We both did amazing. The premieres this year was beautiful, and I cannot
wait. Last year, you mean? You know, you are part of those people that when it's New Year,
I don't know how to say. Oh my god!
You still have to take that to
Trust
reboot.
me, almost February, I'm still saying 2025. That's somebody like me. I don't know how to move it. And can you guys imagine? This is my month. This is my birthday month. It's my birthday month, and I'm so excited. I cannot wait. Although my birthday is almost at the end of the month. But
should I spill the date?
Don't spill the date for them.
Right.
Maybe another screen time I'm going to tell you guys, okay, this is my birthday. But trust me, this month I'm going to be giving you guys back to back because January is the most beautiful, most amazing month. I don't know about some people though.
Well,
but my own birthday month is amazing, and every other person's birthday month is also amazing. And I think I want to be doing something for our this thing. Just let me know your birthday in the comment section. We're going to give you a shout out. How about that? I think
that's
we are going to be giving back to the society.
Yeah, that's our way of giving back to you guys.
Yeah.
All right. Please, you have not subscribed here.
Yes,
it's a new year. You cannot just be enjoying
free
premium
content now.
Entertainment, gist and all of that, and you're
not subscribing. You're not even dropping your. We are seeing people watching the videos. Drop a comment. Let's see what you people feel about the video. It's not that big. It's not that much of a big deal. Trust me. Subscription is free. Nobody's collecting money from. Just press it and personalize so that the screen time can always come up to you on your FYP page or whatever what they call it on YouTube. Whatever
you
they call
just
it
get
on
notified.
You just get notifications, and you know how screen time is now. We have fun. We do everything doable on in the studio whenever it's screen time. Thank you so much for joining us once again this Monday evening, and like we said earlier, we're going to be talking about the movies that were in the cinema 2025, and there are new movies coming up for February.
Ooh.
I cannot even wait.
Even I think late January.
Yeah, late January there's a movie coming. I can't wait for that February because my favor of the most high.
I mean, and
talking
about your fave, you know, because I know everybody, whether we like it or not, we all have our faves, and because a lot went down in December.
Yes.
What even triggered me talking about your fave is because he did something very nice in December, even before the movie. He made just like a poster of his film, trying to create awareness and all that, because you know many people were talking about so many things in December where we had, like, I think last year was that year whereby, especially in December, whereby we had more movies at the cinema, because but last year was kind of different because top giants in the industry had their movies, you know, from the likes of Funka Kindele, you know that she has been in the cinema consistent. So Abraham, we had Ini Edo, who was coming to cinema for the very first time. Then we have Ni Akimolayo. Then other movies, Wale Ojo's This is not a Nollywood movie, and even some other movies that were.
We have Ageshikole
too,
Warlord. Yes, we have a lot of movies in the cinema.
But one thing was really striking this time around, and I think it's probably the issue had lingered before more people started talking about it, especially in December. And I think it's because it was highly competitive that period, so everybody just wanted to make money, and you know, a lot of celebrities going on live, you know, trying to talk, address some issues, making videos and all of those things. And some people, you know, especially from comment sections on social media, some fans were like, this issue was not properly addressed, because it was more like some people were throwing shades. And some people, they were, somebody, I don't want to mention anybody's name, was like, they were going to name the names, like the way they put it, name the names of people behind it. No, the names of people behind the cinemas not showing their movies.
No, they said they were going to name the cinemas that are telling people sold out, not the people behind. Why?
Okay, because there was one particular post,
I know the person talking about. He said, I'm going to start calling out the names of the cinemas that are not showing my movies. Yeah, that was what he said, not that the name behind. Okay,
because there was this particular one I saw, the person was in a movie, and it was a cast of the movie. So he was like, he said many things, and like he was going to, they were like, it was time for them to start naming people behind this thing, because so whether so many factors going, people had many sides, people but one thing I just believe is that one thing that would always stand out for you is how aware people are about your movie. You understand? How aware of the fact that, okay, is your movie in cinema, like that was what you said, you know, your movie is coming out in February. People are beginning to have awareness December already. They know that, okay, this person is bringing movie now, and the person now is now trying to make it a kind of trademarking quote that, okay, I'm coming February. You just know that this person is coming. Love stories. This person is coming February. Then someone that you know that has always been December, because something you don't consistently, it gets registered in people's minds.
That is one that these people don't understand. Actually, is that, like I always say, I feel like people don't give themselves grace enough. Let's take Ginger, for example. Ginger could have said, oh, I also want to bring my movie in December. The Ed could have said, I also want to bring my movie in December because it's a festive period. But Ginger was like, okay, there's a lot, there are like two giants that bring their movies in December. Am I going to be able to contend with their fan base? So Ginger brought its movie September, and those beautiful women made money, 520 something million naira in the cinema. The Ed didn't stay in the cinema for long, but he made 196 million naira in just 1 month of staying in the cinema, because of the fact that there was no competition at that time for it not to flourish. Let's believe if Ginger or the Ed had been in cinema in December, they may not have made close to the amount of what they've made, because there are people that already have a loyalty for that December. Funyakinele is someone that has been making a movie for more than 4 years now. Every December, she doesn't do movies outside of December. Every year it is December that she brings movies, and I don't think anybody started that trend before she started it. Tonya Imaku also brings movie in December. We all like, oh, she has movies and she's bringing movie in December. You want to bring a movie in December, you should be prepared for what is going to come with that movie. I was at the cinema, just like you said, for BTS, and well, I've seen Obasabi Auntie, I've seen other ones also, but I was in the cinema for BTS, which was on Saturday. I can't remember the date I went to the cinema, and a particular lady wanted to watch.
That Saturday was 27th.
I think so, December. So a particular lady wanted to watch Iniedo's movie, in a very dirty Christmas, and they told her that the hall was sold out. So she was like, what do you mean sold out? Yesterday I came here, sold out. Because you know, she was shouting, and I was like, calm down. Like, you can see that they only have 3 theaters. They already have 3 theaters. They are already showing the particular movie. I think Warlord was showing at that time. BTS was showing. Obasabi Auntie was already showing. So where will they put you guys? And they were like, the only place they can put you guys is if you pay for they have a private screening for 250,000 naira per 10. So it's like a very comfortable place. So if you have a group of 10, you can all choose to say, I want to watch this particular movie. I'm not saying that it's not that they didn't show the movie that day, but the screen time they allocated for the movie that day, until another time, it was already sold out. Like there was no place for them to show the movie anymore. So I now told her that, do you understand the fact that BTS and Obasabi Auntie is what many people are wanting to watch? Now maybe they've already seen that just 10 people came to come and register for
a movie.
Are you expecting them to delay a particular hall for you when they have crowd that wants to watch other movies that they're already booked? Like when I got to ICM on Saturday, I couldn't buy tickets for BTS. They told me it was sold out. So I had to leave. One of my friends got a ticket, just one ticket remaining. I had to leave there, went to another cinema. When I got to cinema around 2 o'clock, they told me the ticket was sold out until 8:20 p.m. I stayed at the cinema till 8 from 2 o'clock. Oh, I stayed at the cinema for up to 8:20 p.m. to watch BTS. And that 8:20 p.m. we didn't even go in at that 8. We went around 8:40 p.m. because people, the place was already crowded. It was crowded. So when they were coming, they still have to sweep. They still have to make arrangements. In fact, when we got in, there was no AC because I think there was not enough management for them to properly manage those crowds, and we're coming to watch those movies at that particular time. There's no notification of somebody saying your movie is not showing. But let's think about it in the fact that what if the people coming to register for my movies are not as much as cinemas want to sell their tickets also.
Festive period.
It's festive period. They cannot delay a particular hall for you guys because 10 people want to watch a movie and they have thousands of people that want to watch. I mean, I think 12.9 million people was admitted for just this festive period, Boxing Day alone for BTS. So 12 million people compared to maybe like 1,000 people. Which one do you think cinemas will sell ticket to? I honestly don't think there's anybody sponsoring this thing because they can't tell me that somebody's giving money to their fans to go and watch movie. I be their ghosts watching the movie. It's only if it is just ghosts watching those movies. That's what they're going to tell me. But if it is people that go to cinema to watch and request for these particular movies that people are watching, then we need to do better with our promotions. What we want people to watch. You can't just sit down in your house and people to go and watch your movie. Somebody wants to bring movie in December. She has been doing promotions since like August.
Yeah.
May. Since May, the promotion of Big Set has been out. Since when? Since during Priscilla's time, wedding. That's when Wasabi Auntie's promotion has been out. You are doing promotion, but how many months? How many days did you give your fans to soak in the fact that they want to watch your movie?
Let me just add this to it because I personally, I'm a very big fan of Kemade Tiba, and I was having a discussion with a friend who also loves our project, and so we're like, okay, we were like, would Kemi come December? We were talking about it and all that because earlier last year, I think January 1st, when she just like the New Year message, the New Year goodwill message, Kemi just put a video out. She did this on Shola Shobowale, and they were like, we are coming December, you understand, talking about it. So that was January 1st, and they were meant to come December 25, which was Christmas last year.
Yeah.
But you understand? But what I'm trying to say that if a movie was going to come out December and somebody already talked about it January 1st,
do you know how
it was
registered?
Already, ordinarily, we had that in mind. Although she didn't come, but if I thought she was going to come, I know more promotions would have, happened.
And then
so you understand?
She still made her money because already registered it in people's mind.
You understand?
She already built the anticipation.
You understand? So if you are coming, it's just like even away from movies that people who want to launch products, they'll just be giving snippets of things. You understand? If they say something big is coming, announcements and all of those things, that is by the way, promotions and all that. But there another thing is, apart from promotions, how well do even cast in that movie, how well do they promote it? You understand? Sometimes some of these actors are in movies, they don't even promote it. You understand? I don't know what agreement is there. You understand? But if you are part of a production,
you should promote it.
And because even at the end of the day, if the movie is one of the highest grossing, it affects your portfolio too.
Yes,
because you can say, yes, I'm one of the highest grossing actors. You understand? So they don't even promote their own jobs, and that is one point. And again, if your movie is very nice, word of mouth will sell it more. I think it even sells it more than can resolve this issue. You understand? Because it's not just affecting one filmmaker. Somebody might not talk.
Exactly my point.
It's not affecting the person.
Just because people is not talking, the people are not talking doesn't mean that it is not affecting them. I mean, look at, because it's making it look like a particular person is the one sponsoring everything, because the way the attack came in, Somebody came on, I think Akure or something. Somebody came in, even Obasabi Auntie, when even in cinema, they were saying sold out, sold out, sold out. And I'm wondering, why is the movie sold out? And they're like, they already book the ticket. I mean, they can't sleep in the cinema themselves. So when they explained it, like, they were like, they already booked all of these tickets. That is why it is sold out. But they can't just say, they cannot leave the empty, that, why would they leave the all empty? And because they already, even every movie have just one room for showing at a particular stretch. You understand? So when a lady came out to say, oh, they went to go and watch BTS in Akure and they didn't allow them to finish the movie, they all sent them out. You know, she was calling out Funke Akindele, saying that you have to come out. What can she do? What do you want her to do about the fact that, yes, it's a movie, she needs to do something about, like, what else? Because celebrities are coming out online to come and do videos that you are not showing their movie, and then cinemas just need to come out to explain their own side of the story. So that we can, because when I was explained to, I got to understand that, okay, this is why this is work is happening, and I could see from their own point of view. But if a particular producer is feeling like they're not showing their movie, genuinely something is wrong, then you need to come out and attack those people. Like, come out and let us know what is really.
There should be a reboot out to that point.
Not you throwing shades at people that you are not even, you don't know what is going on with them also. And even if you know what's going on, then come out clean, let us know what's going on, so we can all tackle this thing. Because it's your own, it's your money, it's your work, it's your hard work, it's your production, it's your creative thinking that brought out those masterpieces. So if you feel like there's something really, really wrong without us making us rethink, or making us feel like, okay, what production did you do? What promotion did you do? What have you done to people that people feel like, oh, they need to watch your movie? Then let us know what is really, really going on. You can't just say, oh, like now I already know that, okay, Funke Akindele has her fans, Femi Adébáyọ̀ has his fans, Warlord, they had their own fans. What's it called? Obasabi Auntie has Colours of Fire has their own fans. So I think it depends on your fan base also. That is how much your movie is going to sell. Some people are already loyal to some fan base. Some people are already loyal to some fan base.
Some of us we know.
Some of us know who we are going to in the cinema. So that is why these are things these are factors. This is even the number one factor. How is your fan base loyal? How loyal is your fan base?
I'm even going to buttress that point, because when we are talking about the fact that we went to cinema to watch BTS, that it was sold out, so you have to wait from 2 p.m.
till 8.
That shows loyalty. Because if you are not really interested,
I would have gone back to my house. If it was somebody else,
you felt like, I can't stay, but it shows how loyal. So that's what.
And there were people waiting till 11 to watch BTS.
It's the same loyalty that will make somebody, a fan, come online and say, you know one thing, this issue is happening, please address it, because they feel like they are being cheated.
Yes.
And how can somebody even pay?
I know them to watch movie finish.
I mean, it's wrong. It's all wrong.
They were fighting, the girls. They were like, they wanted to even beat the counter. They were fighting, like, how can you send us out of? In fact, they said they sent them out of the viewing room.
And this is one thing cinema should know. I mean, festive period, fine, it's that time you are making money. But there are times you guys will be pleading that people should come and watch.
Okay,
you
all know.
That is there. So there's evidence.
There is
people, the tickets are being sold out. People are going. You see the crowd.
If you go to the cinema, you understand that there is enough evidence.
You understand?
And the movies are not only shown here. They are shown other countries. I think
in West Africa,
already going outside of
even West African countries, and even some, and away from father, some are shown in UK and other, Western countries and all that. So it's all for our good anyway.
There was almost a stampede at the cinema that I was at, and imagine Funke Akindele coming to ICM on that particular day. People trooped in, like people.
Oh, she was there.
Yeah, she was there on that particular day, so I had to leave. People trooped in. She and Lai Wasabi, they were both there. People trooped, like.
And I think meet and greet really helps, because
exactly. Some people do more of meet and greet because they know how it's just the business part. People understand the business part of the work than just the artistic part. So that is what I think most of us need to like check and balance also. So if you are a producer bringing your movie to the cinema, how well do people know your work? That's number one thing. Number two, how large is your fan base? Number three, what kind of promotion have you yourself done? Your cast and crew, meet and greet that you are doing. I don't understand. Let's all check all of these things, and let's see where we ourselves are at fault, and let's know where to call out cinemas and other people that you feel like are behind whatever is hindering your success in the cinema. But to all everything that we're saying, we said we are looking at the pros, the cons from every side of the conversation, so that we can understand how we can come to a middle ground to what is going on.
filmmakers, you deserve as much as possible. You deserve as many screen time as you are allowed to. But then cinemas also deserve to make their own money. So let's see how you guys can both work together. If you feel like December is not the time for you to bring your movie to the cinema, choose other times. Honestly, I feel like you will sell better. For me, I'm just saying no. If I feel like that the December is already crowded, you're going to have issues. Pick other times for you to show your movies. I feel like you would even do better than you just being in a place where dominant people are already there. People already want to watch some particular movies. I mean, people are asking me, Wasabi Auntie, how do you think it is? I've not seen BTS, but I've seen Wasabi, and I recommended Wasabi Auntie because Wasabi Auntie this year, oh my God, it's a wonderful production. Tony Abraham, she deserves everything. She killed the storyline. Call of Fire. We're going to talk about all of these movies actually, but the movies this year in December, they are top-notch movies. They are good movies. I'm telling you, you need to watch everything in the cinema this year. You need to watch it. And if you do it for Netflix, watch it there.
Anyone, streaming platforms are really...
They are all there, so let's wait for it then.
So the year has begun, and let me just put this on the spot for you. Who are you really anticipating to see their movies this year? Not necessarily December now.
No,
because know that December is.
I'm anticipating one movie, Timini's film.
Okay.
For February, I am anticipating that movie. I cannot wait to watch it because Real Love was amazing.
Oh, definitely.
Real Love was a beautiful story. It was, I'm a sucker for love stories. So Real Love did it for me. So I am anticipating Real Love, and I'm anticipating a lot of YouTube movies. Money Oboli, Ruth Kadiri, Bimba oh my God, Bimba Moye, oh my God, that lady. I am anticipating that movie, and I cannot wait to see her also in the cinema. I think a lot of people are calling her now to say you have to bring your movie.
We still get there.
You need to, because that lady, forget that she's my favorite. She's producing some beautiful stories and she's spending a lot of money.
I think she's a very fantastic filmmaker. Yeah. I know. It's not that I think. I know she's very fantastic. She is
actually brilliant, and I can't wait to see a lot of beautiful movies from Bibi Odun Stephen. Oh my God, I have stories this year.
I'm asking you cinema now.
Oh, anyway. Cinema, Timini. Yes. I'm waiting for Timini. I cannot wait to see what Tony Abraham will bring this year, because she wowed me this year. I'm not going to lie to you. This is my favorite production from her. This is what I would say is our favorite, our best production so far. So I cannot wait for her to top.
And I think I see growth.
I'm anticipating Toyin's movie this year, even more than Funke Akindele's movie. I know that Funke Akindele, I don't have any issue. So I am anticipating a movie, obviously, but Tony Abraham, I cannot wait. And Call of Fire, oh my God, that particular type of production, we cannot wait to see them. So cinema's movie this year, I am rooting for it.
I'm anticipating Advocacy's movie.
Yes, so let's see where it's going.
I hope it's because of this year, because I just want to see, and I think Yabojo too is coming with Arinzo.
I cannot even want to see Arinzo, and I pray Messi, I will bring a movie. Don't worry, we know, Mama. We know what they did to you last year, but please bring a movie this year.
And I think Miademola too is coming
again.
Yes,
wow.
I think it's also coming. I'm anticipating if Kemi would permit King of Voice or anyone she wants to come with. That one is registered. But Omatala Johnson and some other productions, we just want to see it. All right, so it's about time we just go grab some. Is it tea or coffee or water? We just gulp down.
Coffee.
Don't mind me. Some people can take coffee anytime. Seriously. But it's time to, gulp down some water down our throats. Stay tuned. Go nowhere. We will be right back.
Hey there, do you know in the world today, everyone is a consumer, and as consumers, we all have the right to be heard.
In Nigeria today, as a consumer, you have all right to product information, right to fair pricing, right to return goods, right to product labeling, right to fair dealings, and a lot more.
Well then, have you heard about the new media channel?
ConsumerHallaTV.
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 At ConsumerHallaTV, our goal is to inform and educate consumers in Nigeria with insightful news alongside development within the fast-paced world of consumers through well-researched, specialized, and analytical content.
Our vision at ConsumerHallaTV is to create an engaging platform that provides right connections for meaningful brands in Nigeria, thus creating a more caring world for consumers where business thrive.
And guess what? Our ConsumerHalla brand is the first consumer complaint resolution portal in Nigeria, powered by a 72-hour feedback mechanism. We offer consumer advocacy, informative talk shows, branding promotions, advertising, and lots more. Connect with us via our YouTube channel at ConsumerHallaTV. Follow us on our Facebook page, ConsumerHallaTV, our Instagram page, ConsumerHallaTV, and do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscription is free. ConsumerHallaTV. At ConsumerHallaTV, you deserve to be heard. At ConsumerHallaTV, you deserve to be heard.
Welcome back. In case you are just joining us, this is Screen Time on ConsumerHallaTV, and we've been having so much fun talking about movies and cinematic projects that made waves last year and are still currently showing at different cinemas across Nigeria. What are you waiting for? Come on, join the
moving train
and go see some for yourself. Or have you seen any movie and you were like, wow, you were treated? Go to the comment section. Let's see. We are waiting for you.
I can't wait to see your opinions.
Absolutely. All right, now it's about that time this program is in different segments and we talk about so many things, but now we are talking about top 5 countdown of the week, and regularly we talk about this all the time because it is very important we talk about it. Anyway, this top 5 countdown of the week highlights movies cinema lovers anticipated for 2025 and had people talking about them. And coming on number 5 spot is no other movie than, make a guess, no other movie than Warlord, Olori Ogun. And this is a Yoruba epic movie produced by Odunlade Adekola. It was released at the cinemas late November 2025. It is highly commendable for its rich storytelling blended with cultural depth.
Wow. I've not seen Warlord, and I cannot wait to see Warlord, and I think maybe by next week I will have been able to see it and talk about it on the program better. Yes. I heard that Warlord is a beautiful story. I heard that it's one of the best productions from Odunlade Adekola so far. So if you haven't seen Warlord, I think I recommend, even though I haven't seen it, because people that recommend the movie for me, they explain that it is a very beautiful production.
It's a very, and I think so far, like we were saying earlier, productions this time around, people really worked on it. And it's something that talks about a warrior, a movie, and it has 4 directors on this project: Abiodun Ariwaju, Odunlade himself, Tope Adebayo, and I think Adebayo Tijani also. Wow. Just 4 directors on it. Well done, Odunlade Adekola.
Well done. And now number 4, a very dirty December, the movie that caused chaos last year. This is a 2025 cinematic project produced by Iniedo and directed by A.K. Missing. It stars Wumi Toriola, Femi Branch, Taye Arimoro, Elvina Ibru, Nancy Isime, and Eukaria Anu Obi. This movie focuses on family reunion that later went south. Anything that has to do with family, trust me, Nigerians, we do take the cake, and it's always chaotic. Let's talk about this particular movie and the issues.
Yeah, when you said family reunion is always chaotic, so this movie too was chaotic.
I don't even understand. Can almost.
But I'm just happy for Ini because at the end of the day they were able to settle their differences, and it's a very nice production for people who have seen it, and trust me, every movie
it's a very nice production actually, and people are watching the movie in the cinema. So if you haven't seen it, run with your leg, 2 left legs.
And I think I like the poster. It's kind of very colorful.
Catchy, colorful.
All right, talking about catchy, talking about colorful.
Yay!
This movie wowed me, no
Very
doubt.
beautiful.
It is Colors of Fire. No doubt, this movie is rich in power when it comes to storytelling, cinematography, and beautiful costume. It is directed by Ni Akimolayo with cast like Uzo Arukwe, Messi Aigbe, Gabriel Afolayan, and Femi Branch.
Oh my God!
Ooh, delicious.
If you haven't seen Colors of Fire, I don't know what you're doing. Honestly,
the movie is really on fire.
It is absolutely amazing. I think this movie is easily my top 5 this year. Colors of Fire is a new production. Like this is a pace setter movie. There's nothing that has been done like this in Nigeria.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the storytelling. I'm talking about the
whole outcome of the
cinematography
and everything.
when it comes to this movie. It is a studio production. This particular story, there are little issues here and there that I could see. Maybe this is the first time that I'm making that kind of movie studio production in Nigeria. So I give them all the grace. But the storyline, Mr. Igbe is my favorite.
Take your garden.
She's my favorite actor. In this particular production, though. In fact, I think this year, Mr. Igbe takes the cake for me.
Yeah. Last year.
Last year.
Yes. Last year, this year, it's all the same.
Last year, I don't know. Mr. Igbe and what's this girl's name in BTS?
Scarlett
Gomez. Both of them. I cannot even choose. But Efun Shetan and Niura, Mr. Igbe killed that role. She hit and left no crumb. If you haven't seen Yakimolayon's production, Osas Godaro is in this one. People will shout. You will see everything.
Don't go there now.
You have to watch this particular production. You have to.
I'm giving that Afolayan for me. I love that Afolayan, but it was just super annoying.
Afolayan was also somebody that you will never forget. I wanted to go into this thing and just give him a death. I'm like, this boy, can you calm down? But this particular story, you need to watch it. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It is power packed. This is a story that you have a fantasy about. It's almost everybody's fantasy. It is a fantasy movie and it told the story as it should be told. Very amazing movie. Colors of Fire. That's the name in Yoruba. You have to go and watch it. Very beautiful production. And now we have one of the best movies this year so far. A movie that actually I didn't have a lot of expectation watching this movie because it is Tonya Imaku. But this one this year, honestly, is not even an exaggeration. Obasabi Auntie is a beautiful production. I have never ever preached the gospel of people watching Tonya. Like, I love Auntie Tonyo, like, trust me, but I'm somebody like, I just like beautiful. I love stories that are unique. I love stories that can take away a lot. That can take a lot from English. That can take a lot from, and a movie that is not just about comical stories or anything. This movie is comical, but you cannot tell me you did not learn anything from this movie. You cannot tell me. For me, Auntie is a beautiful production, and it is one of the highest grossing movies of 2025. Directed by Tonya Emaku and parade actors like Ngozi Ezeonu, Mike Ezunroye, Enioluwa, Adeoluwa, Efe Irele, we have Kid Baby, we have Saida Board, we have Alesh, we have beautiful people.
What's her name again? That played Annie's girlfriend, Jemima.
Yeah, Jemima Osunde. You need to watch this particular movie. You can tell you have issues with some of the things there, but trust me, the storyline is beautiful. The storyline is amazing. You need to see Obasabi Auntie. I was in the what's it called? I was in the
premiere.
Not even. We went to the premiere obviously, and the movie was amazing. The premiere was beautiful.
At the same time.
Yeah, I went to cinema to watch BTS, and I was telling people that if you cannot watch BTS, watch Obasabi Auntie or Colors of Fire now. People like my friend were like, you are even saying. I said, I swear, Obasabi Auntie is a beautiful production. If you haven't seen Tonya Imaku's story this year, you think it's a normal story. This one is different. You won't even see it coming. She outdid herself. I love this story, and I will tell you that it's one of my top 10 story production this year, and I have seen a lot of production. So Tonya Imaku's story, she did amazing. She did fantastically well. I did not even believe that I was watching Auntie Tonya. Trust me, you would enjoy yourself.
All right. And coming on number one spot.
Hey!
Other movie.
Yes.
Which other movie would it have been if not something that happens behind
The scene?
You know, everything you are watching us, but some things are happening behind the scene. And
Yes.
sometimes people smile at you. You don't know their thoughts. I'm not saying that's what in the film. I'm saying in every aspect of our lives, some things happen behind the scene.
Yeah.
Whether you are sad, you might be happy within you, and people don't even know, but it seems as if you are sad. There's always something, a backstory to everything. So this is one movie for the books, no doubt. It is smashing records because it's still smashing records now.
I mean,
and
19 days, 1.1.
As at then, you understand?
As at then, we don't know now.
You understand?
Can you imagine?
So it's got many talking about the depth of the story, and it features Scarlett Gomez, Ibrahim Chata, Uche Montana, Inidima Okoje, Toby Bakri, and even Funka Akindele herself. And I love the fact that you have watched it and people have watched it. They're like, no spoilers. All these movies, no spoiler anyway. That Funka Akindele, this time she didn't take the lead character.
You can't actually see this movie coming.
You understand?
What you saw in the trailer is not what is in the movie.
And I love trailers that don't give too much away.
I am telling you for a fact, this is the best production for me this year. And a lot of people have that same opinion because I'll go on and be like, this is the best production for them this year. My best friend, you know, she was like, Kike, why have you not seen this year? That was what even prompted me to go and watch it, because she was like, you need to, like almost 20 people are like, you have to see this particular movie. Trust me, the movies this year, they don't come to play.
Exactly.
BTS, you would not even expect what you will see in BTS. You cannot predict the next scene. You cannot predict a scene that you cannot predict what's going to happen in the next scene. The movie is amazing. You would cry if you're an emotional person. If you're an emotional person, you would cry. I can remember me and the girl beside me in the cinema. We became sister in crying. You would definitely shed some tears. Even guys in the cinema, they felt the emotions that this movie brought to them. Imagine a Nigerian movie giving you such emotion. Even Obasanjo Aunty is an emotional story. You need to watch BTS.
I wanted to say if I could be emotional at some point watching Obasanjo, definitely I would be emotional, because me, I don't hide this. I'm emotional. Some things just get to my skin and like I can feel it, because you know at some point in Obasanjo, I was like, who was happening? But with reviews I've seen with behind the scene, even some of the actors in the movies, they were like when they were watching in UK that they couldn't control their tears. So in all of it, if you want to cry and if you want to understand what life is itself,
go and watch
BTS.
Go and watch BTS and go and watch all of the movies.
Yeah.
I preached the gospel this year.
And if you have watched all of those
let
movies,
us know which one is your favorite.
I didn't mention Advocacy to show it, because you know it has stopped showing now. It showed for just 12 days. It stopped showing on the 4th. You know, it was at the community cinema, something different this time around. But I mean, I think it's still coming on streaming platform. So I guess you could listen, in case you are wondering, they didn't mention I guess
it's very nice also. You enjoy yourself.
All right, so
this week we have our new hot bombshell celebrity of the week, and I am so excited for this one. This person deserves the title of being the celebrity of the week for screen time this Monday. And this week, the person is no other than drum roll please. Bimbo Ademoye. Oh my God. This lady, you are amazing, and trust me, I cannot wait to see more production this year, 2026. I can't wait to see what you are going to be bringing to the table for us to see. Bimbo Ademoye has been killing it, and she doesn't come with productions every now and then, but once she comes with her productions, they are always beautiful stories.
In fact, I can remember her productions, I say, because I watched her production back to back. I think she
I watched everything.
Produced Last Straw, Homecoming,
Broken Hallelujah. Oh my God, Broken Hallelujah, Fame and Fury, To Be a Friend,
Shining Star,
and the first one that she did with Timini.
There was one that she did that they shot outside Nigeria. That one was not Homecoming. The one she did with Timini that her dad was there.
Yes. Miles Away from Home. And the one that she first did with all her productions this year.
Okay, there was one she first did with
Timini. Yeah, that Timini died in the movie. Unexpected Love.
Oh,
Yes. Yeah.
Unexpected places or something.
Unexpected places. Yeah. That's yeah. You have to see all our productions this year. Amazing production. The two of, I can't even choose one. Is it Shining Star? Shining Star is a fantastic story.
I love the fact that our movies are always symbolic.
Yes.
And they always leave you with this afterthought. If when it's faith-based, you are thinking about your faith. When it's talking about
love,
a social
and she
commentary.
really does love like that. Yeah, it has to be.
Even if
she's very realistic with her stories. You know?
Even with his
love, like life is not all roses.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's very realistic with her stories. Anyways, let's move away from our celebrity of the week, which is being Bimbo Ademoye. Congratulations to you, girl. You know I love you, and I looked for you in all the premieres this year. Last year. Why? I looked for you.
Should come for.
You have to come, I cannot wait to see you in the premiere. I looked for you everywhere. I will ask people, did you see Bimbo Ademoye? I looked for you, girl. I didn't see you, and I cannot wait. I met some of my faves this year, which I am very happy about. Last year,
Chim.
That is just somebody like me. I know I have a lot of people that are also like that. I saw Seleye Fubara. Oh my god. I was so excited. I saw her at the movie premiere of Colors of Fire. I saw a lot of my faves. I saw Ekama.
Yeah.
I saw Ekama at 3 Cold Dishes. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I saw Osas. I was so excited to see a lot of people. I think the only movie premiere we didn't go to this year like that was A Very Dirty December, BTS. Yeah, because we cannot just attend everything. So yeah, but we had fun. The movie premieres last year, we had fun, and we cannot wait to attend more of them. Anyways, I want to my favorite.
And for me too, I met someone. Let me talk about who.
I
met 2 people that broke my that actually made me like.
Yeah, I also met the mom that obviously. I met him. I met her before him. I'm like, you need to meet somebody.
I met someone with that, and I met super amazing
Bimbo
Akintola. Oh my goodness.
Thank
you, Mama. I finally met you. And someone that I was also glad I met was Vine.
Yeah, Vine was amazing.
Vine,
oh my god.
A very charming guy.
Very charming person. And we always see Gabriel Afolayan, and he was an amazing.
I mean, I think he's just so supportive.
Yeah, very supportive. And
I'm glad
Daniel also.
I was glad I met Daniel and Toyosi.
Yeah,
seeing them.
And I was glad I met. I met
a lot of people. Everybody that we met this year, we are glad.
Like we are very happy that we met all of you guys. And Bisola Ayola, very beautiful.
Yeah.
Very beautiful lady. Yeah. Thank you so much for seeing us. And we saw Omitoriola also. And she was just there looking very you can't even know that she had already entered, but me, I caught her. I saw you, but then she was like, there's no video.
And those ones that will never grace the red carpet. We know you.
We know you. But then it's all good. At least we saw your beautiful face. Thank you so much for making our 2025. We cannot wait to see what you're going to be doing for us this year. Now let's go to my favorite part of the program, which is the movie release update. And I cannot wait to, talk about the movies that that happened last year, 2025, and the ones that we are going to be seeing this year also. But last year is one we're going to be talking about, and this will be the final movie we're going to be reviewing for 2025. Let's move into 2026. We are doing new things. Old things have passed away. New things. Yeah,
definitely.
Clock it. So now, the first movie on my list, obviously, the movie that I feel like is my best production on YouTube this year is Where Love Lives on Bimbo Ademoye TV, featuring Uzo Arukwe, Bimbo Ademoye, Osas Igodaro, Chioma Nwosu, NM Nwang.
Nice production.
The reason why I love this movie is because this movie is a cinematic production. The money this particular lady spent in this movie, I don't know how she did it, but she has explained how she did it on her. But trust me,
tell me how she did it.
I don't know now. You go and watch her stories now. She has done the giveaway, so people that want.
I love the production because I even got to see it because people were talking about
the one amount was too much.
And when I went on X, somebody reviewed it, and people now, because I always go through those comment sections, people now when they were like, so this guy could even like affirm that the Nigerian production really like superseded his expectations, and I'm like, wow, because he's like, that guy was always talking down when it comes to Nigerian production, but he was endorsing it, and people were like, this is the best movie they've seen. They said that. I mean, somebody even made a public note and was like, me, by the way, please come to the cinema.
Yeah, the movie
but please,
is amazing.
if it is YouTube and
please
you are
stick to
doing
YouTube.
so well,
You can't doing so well on YouTube. Please stick to your YouTube.
If people will be saying come to
and you
cinema now, you don't watch. You say, hey, please leave your data and watch.
Don't make maybe go in debt. Please, I beg. And if she's come to cinema, you people must better watch that movie. If not, I'm going to come to your house and be looking for you.
In fact, all the production she did last year,
amazing production.
If they were cinematic projects, it would have been super.
And one of the movies that stood out for me last year was also Dark Times.
By who?
Bjorn Stephen.
Oh, okay.
Very beautiful.
You told me to watch that movie, and eventually I didn't watch it.
Very, very beautiful production.
She's an amazing.
Even Grey Night, our productions are beautiful.
And that one that had Femi Jacob with Sonia Oche.
Yeah, you need to watch it.
Production.
That production too was amazing. So you need to watch all of this movie. Even Money Oboli, all our stories is here. And if you feel like you're seeing the festive period, there are some Christmas movies that Money Oboli released 2025 on Money Oboli TV. We have Christmas Between Us, Omeche Oko, Michael Dapper, A Bride for the Season, Bam Bam and Temini Egbuson. This is a faith-based story. This is like, you have to put all your trust in God for you to make this kind of decision, but it's a very, very beautiful production. Promise Me December, Tayari Moro and Detola Jones. It's a celebrity and a normal girl, you know, fall in love, very beautiful, sweet. If you like all kind of stories, you would enjoy Promise to Remember. And Memories on the Rooftop, Daniel Etim F. Young and Serian Martins. You need to watch this movie and you would enjoy yourself. If you haven't seen it, it's a Christmas story, but we are still in the festive period. You can also see if you have not seen them. Then Sweeter Than Ever, it is Short and Sweet Part 2, which was Michael Dapper and Soso's production. You would enjoy it. It's very, very beautiful, amazing. All-round gorgeousness for Omoni Oboli. Clap. That woman deserves everything beautiful in life because she made my 2025. And we have Love Seasoning on SODK TV because it's the season of love. Everybody was bringing in love, cinema, Christmas, you know, everything beautiful on SODK TV, starring SODK and Shaznay Okawa. Who doesn't love Shaznay?
Amazing
beautiful
actress. I love
beautiful,
her.
Gorgeous actress. And SODK is there, obviously the handsome, good-looking guy. Go and watch it on SODK's TV. And on Academy 247, we have Water and Wine featuring the great Eddie Watson and Ruth Kadiri. This star-packed, this line of self, you already know as you enjoy yourself. Imagine marrying a husband and your husband is angry that you're making money and using that to make your life a misery, a living hell. It's very, very different from a particular some kind of story. You'll be like, what? You don't even understand. You don't even think of how that guy would have done to his wife. But trust me, it's a very, very beautiful production. And then we have Christmas with Livinus, or with I think Livinus on Only Good Films TV on YouTube. And this one we have Nkem Owo, that is Osofia. We have Biodun Stephen, Quindi Dudu, Joanna Josephine Jordan, and we have Genevieve Edwin. Go and watch it. Only Good Films have like 3 productions that are amazing. You need to watch all of them. Brown Sugar, yeah. If you haven't seen Brown Sugar, also go and see it. And we have Our Mother's Daughter on Uchenna Bonabo TV on YouTube also, featuring Pearl Shim and Gloria Sharfu. We have other stars in this particular production, which is amazing. And what I said is a very beautiful story that relates to, that speaks solely to parents, you know, about negligence and you thinking that the harsh way is the only way you can train up a child. You know, this is a particular story that I feel like all parents should was seeing that this is a new year. You can also make new year resolutions of you having a better relationship with your children. You know, this is a beautiful one. And we're on Accelerate TV, this is back. This movie is back. This is on Arrival, season 8. They haven't done after the first one they did, but this on Arrival season 8 is back already. So you have to go and start watching it. Also, if you want to start with the production, I recommended the season 7. I hope we've all watched it. That particular series is an amazing one, and it is a Christmas edition. So it's a beautiful production. So thank you so much for listening to us this evening on Screen Time on ConsumerHalla TV. I am Kike Lomo Hajibola, and I am very, very sure that you guys had fun listening to us talk and rant all day.
Not just ranting, but entertaining you,
Yeah.
educating you, and giving you the best moments you can ever think of. And it's very good to start the year on a very good note. So I mean, above all things, you should please subscribe.
Yes.
You can follow us across all our social media platforms on X, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. We are there waiting for you. Let's drive this year together. Let's go on the ride and enjoy the moment. I remain Iremofe Koforola, the man always clothed in wealth and strength. Bye.
And lastly, for all the lives we lost last year, we say rest in perfect peace.
Yeah.
We lost Orwell, the issue with Anthony Joshua, a lot of people died, and just few days to ending 2025. And Orwell was a shock because we saw her at the premiere of Agashikole, and 4 days after, we learned that she passed on, which is very, very sad and disheartening for every one of us that has lost somebody close that we've heard of. We all pray that God comfort us and comfort their families. And this year, by the special grace of God, we don't lose more people like this, because this last year was a lot. And with everything that happened in the country, also with the insurgency and everything, also we pray God helps the government in achieving. This is a new year entirely, and we hope to hear good news, more of good news for Nigeria, our economy, and every other thing. If you haven't make your New Year resolution, you have to start it now so that you can work in line with your goal. So that's what I want to say to
Thank you
people.
for that, and ensure that you understand tax policies.
Yes, so
don't just disseminate false information and all that. So that just needs to come your way. Trust me, we will always come your way. But one thing, stay safe and stay entertained. Hello and welcome to another edition of Mind the Gap. This is a weekly broadcast program on ConsumerHallaTV that helps draw attention to everyday avoidable gaps in customer service delivery, with the overall aim of strengthening existing relationships between brands and their consumers. I am Iremofe Koforola, and I am your bankable host. As brands, what actionable tips are you taking to bridge the gap between you and your customers this year? One gap that exists between brands and their consumers is relatability of your stories. According to Ekaterina Walter, a passionate storyteller and innovative marketer, brand storytelling isn't just a regular definition of marketing. It is how we take every opportunity to marketing in the right way, to the right audience, and with the heart, not with the head. Brand storytelling isn't just a marketing strategy. It is a strategic narrative to create emotion and communicate values through authentic and compelling human stories. We shall be exploring the world of brand storytelling today. And today we have a seasoned marketing and certified brand strategist with over a decade of expertise across health, telecommunication, and media. Adedotun Ajibade is the media and insights manager at Right Foods Limited, where he oversees strategic marketing efforts across diverse brand portfolio. And thank you so much for joining on the show today.
Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm very fine, and I must say you look so good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, so we are looking at brand storytelling today, and we know that it is very imperative for brands to tell stories. So let's look at it this way. How important is brand storytelling in this age?
Okay. So the question, I'll first answer from the point of what is even the storytelling. Because sometimes you need to understand the concept, and then so that you can now dissect it. So storytelling, I will speak from 4 angles, and I will say the first thing is that there's a subject matter, and there's a conflict, and there's let's say how or justifications and the results. So in this age that we are, storytelling is actually important, and the reason being that for a brand to really understand or to win the heart of the consumer, you must be able to tell a story. And the story comes from the number one thing. The brand is not the subject matter. It is the consumer that is subject matter. So they are the hero. And your hero must be projected in everything you do. Now, how will you tell a good story if there is nothing to solve? There must be a problem. That's why I said there's a conflict. And that's the point whereby there is a problem that you want to solve. And that's why I always ask these people that if you have a product, there must be a problem that the product is trying to solve.
Exactly.
And there must be someone that the product wants to make to become hero. And it is not you, the owner of the brand or the brand. It is the consumer of the brand. There's a brand I will not mention the name, but I'm sure that during the course of the show, you understand the brand. They always see their users as the winner. So they see them as resilient. They see them as the someone that have fear, that have troubles, but using that product as in take away the fear and make you a winner. And they talk about just do it. Just do it. So just do it doesn't sell the product, but they sell assurance. So when you put on the product, there's something at the back of your mind that with this product, I'm going to win. And that is what storytelling is all about. So storytelling is just that thing of making the consumer the hero, solving their problem, and at the end of the day, making their fear to become at least solved. So that is, and that's why you see that in this age that we are, storytelling is something that is required.
Interesting. I love the analogy you gave. And first, it is to say that the consumers are at the center of it. Exactly. Because that means storytelling, brand storytelling is consumer-centric. It focuses on consumers. And at the end of the day, they become the heroes, not even the brand. Exactly. And it's also recognizing the struggles, the challenges of the consumers.
Exactly.
And that is why the product is there to serve a purpose.
Exactly.
Because sometimes brands always think it's all about their products first. No. They put the why first before trying to, tell the story to the brand and all. So thank you very much for that. So let's look at this way. You've laid emphasis on, you've built something very tangible around what brand storytelling is all about. Now let's look at the fact that there are a lot of storytellers and many brands out there. So what makes a brand story memorable and convincingly relatable? Because we've seen a lot of stories out there, but what is that thing that makes this brand story very memorable that I would always remember, and it's so much in a way convinces me and so relatable?
Okay, so I always like to give examples so that at least to make it relatable. And there's a particular bank in this country that talks about, I always say, one customer bank. Now, every campaign that you want to do or every story, there must be one consumer at in your mind. So which means that when I speak to general masses, everyone that falls into that category should see themselves in the story. And that's why it becomes relatable. That's why it becomes something that I will not forget. That's why it becomes something that when I think about the particular problem, that brand becomes a solution that I go to. And why am I saying this is that there have been instances whereby people are coming with a problem to you, and you tell them that have they tried this product. So you become an advocate for them because of how convincing they are, and how there's something called consumer insight, understanding the consumer. So there's a thing about the consumer is that once you know the consumer, you understand them, and that's why you do a deep dive into consumer to know who they are. And it's also still go back to that beginning of the storytelling, understanding the reason for the product, understanding the pain point of the consumer that you're trying to solve. So when you bring that solution to the table, by anything you bring around the product, they will remember. they remember. So that's how it is. So consumer insights, understand it, know their problem, and bring their solution. Then they will remember you.
So in a nutshell, every story ensures that you are trying to look at a problem. And that way of you looking at that problem, it must be very authentic, because it shows from the fact that, okay, I recognize the fact that, oh, and it's not just you recognizing the problem, it's more or less like you putting yourself in their shoes. Because
Exactly.
if you do not put yourself in their shoes, there is no way you can really understand how they feel.
Exactly.
And you made mention of the fact that you just have to go you can go to early lengths to understand what the consumers' challenges are.
Yeah, so once you understand the problem, one of the things that I say as a problem these days is that most product owners, they are looking at the profit, the value that comes to them, not minding the satisfaction that goes to the consumer. And that's the problem. But when you focus on the consumer first, what happens is that you get value. You get value. So the value becomes something that comes to you in abundance because there's a solution. And that's it. And let me just share this. Sometimes we went in meetings and there's a product, and the people in the boardrooms are actually saying something about, oh, I like it. What comes to mind is that you don't need to like it. The target audience, do they like it? You might like it in the boardroom, but if the target audience we are looking at don't like it, then it means it will not fly. Because the fact that I'm in the boardroom means that I'm on tie, I'm on suit, I'm under AC. But the product is meant to cater for somebody that is sweating under the sun. If you love it, that means it caters to you, that you're comfortable. Then you should be able to cater for those that are on the street. So you can see the way it works. So when you understand them, you bring a product for them, and then you get value. The value that you get is the money that comes to your pocket. So it's a 50-50 thing. It's a win-win thing.
So that means at the end of the day, when you're trying to solve the problem, so that is you offering the value to them, then the value also comes back to you in a form of reward, which is the profit
Exactly.
you make from it. Now, this is very beautiful, and I love the fact that you are a brand strategist yourself. You understand how these dynamics work. But looking at it, sometimes people say, oh, it's all interesting when you just talk about all these things. You have to recognize their challenges. You just have to put yourself in their shoes and all of that. But let us still look at it. Because naturally there will be some obvious gaps that exist when it comes to brand storytelling. So let's look at it. What are some of the obvious gaps or mistakes that are common to brands when it comes to telling stories?
Yeah. So for the gaps, one of the things is that when you identify a problem and you are actually meant to provide a solution, it must be like the same solution to the problem that you've identified. So for example, now somebody's come to you that, oh, I'm hungry, and you are giving them word of encouragement. The thing is, that's not the solution.
Exactly.
Word of encouragement can come afterward. You can tell them afterward about how they needed to take care of their lives. But at the point, food is important. So when you've identified the problem, the gaps, that, okay, we are not telling the story, and storytelling is about emotion. Storytelling is what makes your consumer to become loyal to you. Storytelling is what makes them to think first about your product. If I ask you now that there's some products that probably you've been using for a while, and I ask you why, you are not even giving a reason, but you're just in love, loyal to them. And that is where this comes into play. So giving them the right thing at the right time, that is the gap. So the gap is you've identified the problem, then also offer the solution, the right solution at the right time.
That is so insightful, because it's, in a nutshell, it means that if at the end of the day a brand recognizes a problem and they are not giving the right solution to that problem, so the gaps linger on. So there's no way it can be bridged, because you are not offering the right solution to them. So it's the way to just bridge it is you recognizing the problem, the challenges, then you offer or provide the right solution to that. So beautiful. And now we'll be talking about brand storytelling, and people are just like, okay, these guys have just been saying all of these things, and they are just trying to say, okay, when you talk about brand storytelling, you know that you are trying to talk about how you can connect as a brand to your consumer's emotion, how you can make your story relatable, and you ensuring that your consumers are heroes, which is beautiful. But let's look at it now. This brand storytelling we are talking about, how is it related to campaigns, to marketing and advertising?
Okay, let me just, in the simple term, and I will say it this way. The story is, I will call it the foundation. And the other part, which is the campaign, the advertising, the marketing, are the structure that comes on it. Or let me put it this way, the story is the center and they pick from it. Now, it is the story that you've already crafted, the emotions about the brand that advertising, leverage on. Campaign is just like a line, but that line is coming from something, and it's coming from your story. So, for example, the shoe brand we talk about, there's an energy drink that says "Embrace the Tree." Embrace the Tree is a campaign, but the brand is actually telling you a story, telling you that with this brand you'll be able to actually face your challenges. With this brand, you'll be able to actually, probably mental alertness and all those things. That's what the brand is saying. That's the brand story. Now the brand is not saying embrace the tree. Embrace the tree is the campaign. So you can see that the campaign is coming from the story. So for every campaign you see out there, they are actually meant to come from the story. And now, if the story is not now addressing the problem of the consumer, that means your campaign will be failed. That's in fact dead on arrival. So your advertisement now is not in the form of probably your out of home, your billboard, your digital, your below the line and all those things. They are also coming from your story. They are also coming from the brand essence. They're also coming from the brand offer and the unique selling point and all those things that we can talk about brand. So you can see that all these things are centered around the story. And that is why it's important to actually tell the right story. Because if your story is wrong, then all the other things are going to be wrong.
If your story is wrong, every other thing will be wrong. If you have not picked anything from what we have said so far, this is very deep. So that means no matter the marketing strategies, no matter the advertisements, no matter every other thing you're trying to look at, campaigns, even workshops you are trying to do, at the end of the day, if the storytelling is wrong, you cannot achieve every other thing.
Exactly.
Now, I want to come a bit personal, and because you are a brand strategist and all that. So we've talked about the fact that, okay, the brands or the products are just a means of a guide. That means they just guide people and the consumers are heroes and all that. Let us look at it in the practical sense of it now. How do we then say truly, when it comes to brand storytelling, how do you position your brand as a guide and the consumers as hero? Because you've talked about that you have to identify, what their challenges are. For instance, this is a mug. Somebody needs to take coffee or tea. So all they are offering with such consumer is this. But at the end of the day, you've recognized, but what if the mug itself, it's not beautiful, it's not appealing, and it's even meant to serve that purpose? But do we just, we have the product, but what other needed elements do we need to add to whatever story we are telling to ensure that, the brands are the consumers at the end of the day become the heroes?
Okay, so let's speak from this point of view. I always like to use story to at least make things interesting. We all want to go to, let's say, Abuja, for example, from Lagos. We can either use go by road or go by air. You can fly. Now, there are two brands. A transport company will say, okay, I'll give you a car. And I will say, I'll take you by air, so fly. We are all going to the same place.
Yes,
but we are getting there at different time and different comforts. And safety also different. Now, one might spend 12 hours on the road. One will do like 1 hour, 30 minutes or 45 minutes. But the question is, who gets there first? And who will get there and feel like I've experienced something? Now, as a brand, being the guide and making your hero, Now, you've offered the solution and you're offering them, but how are you offering the solution? Are you offering them solution that at the end of the day, they still actually think and ask themselves the question of, why do I even take this solution from this brand? Because I couldn't get it at the right time. So some element makes it interesting as a brand being a guide. And I will speak from the point of the fact that brand needs to offer the solution with a good experience. And that's why some brands today, they will tell you that, people will tell you that they will pay more to get a brand because of the experience. Now, two brands offer the same. If I ask
services.
now that there's some brands that you are loyal to now, and you will not even touch another brand. Why? Because of the services you are getting from the brand A. Now, that's what brands understand. So you are making them a robot. Aside the fact that I'm giving you this solution, how am I giving you that solution? Am I giving you like, you are at my mercy, so just take it anyhow? Or am I giving it to you from the point of, I see you as a king? And that's why we tell you in marketing that the consumers are the king. They are the king. So you make them king. So you don't just say that they are the king in theoretical. In practical, make them the king. And that's it. So the other elements, like I said, is the comfort, the experience that comes with it, are the things that make them truly that hero. And end of the day, when they are actually now getting that solution, they are getting it in comfort. And they can come back to you 1 million times. And there's something in marketing called word of mouth. Word of mouth is what you don't pay for, that consumer becomes your advocate. How do they become your advocate? They only become advocate when they've actually tried your products, they are satisfied, they've been converted, and they've become loyal. And once they're loyal, they go out there and spread the gospel about your product. So it comes from them being the actual hero.
Wow, this is a master class, honestly speaking. I mean, I've just been, listening, internalizing everything you have been saying. And at the end of the day, we all pay for the experience. And if the experience makes us feel like kings, definitely become loyal to that brand.
100%.
But if reverse is the case, we look elsewhere.
The other brands, it's not a monopolistic brand. I will say, oh, if I don't get it, I can't get it anywhere. You move to the next place.
Wow. This is getting more interesting, but one thing, it's very important that we go on a quick break. Don't go anywhere, we will be right. Welcome back and thank you for staying tuned on the show. You are watching Mind the Gap on ConsumerHallaTV. And you know what? My guest is the ever amazing Adedotun Ajibade, the Media and Insights Manager at Right Food Limited. He has been doing justice to our topic of discussion today. We have explored the world of brand storytelling, and he has said so much. In case you are just joining us, one thing, you don't miss so much. Or have they missed so much?
Well, not really.
Not really, like he said. So you still have a whole lot to unpack. I myself, I'm ready to, because this man here is loaded and has been giving us masterclass. But one thing, if you still want to enjoy all of this amazing content, you just have to do something very simple. Because we've been talking about storytelling, and we as ConsumerHallaTV, we give you very unique storytelling in terms of all our content. So you can subscribe to our channel across all our social media platforms on Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube. Just click on the subscribe button. You get notified of all contents that come from us, and you can also do it to share, to like, and you comment. You get to enjoy a lot. So still talking about brand storytelling, let us look at this way. We've come to an age whereby technology has really, with the advent of technology, a lot of things have happened. And now we live in a world where artificial intelligence, it's making so many people scared. And people are like, even looking at storytelling, some people or some brands actually utilize AI to tell their stories. And at what point do we then say, okay, let us use AI? But does AI even have human empathy? Does AI understand what it means to be human? So looking at that, so the question is not just only centered around AI. Let's also look at how we can use technologies to advance brand storytelling.
Yeah. So I think we'll just use probably one stone to kill like several birds now, and about AI, because one of the things is people already assume that AI has come to take people's job.
Exactly. People are scared.
People are scared, but this should not be.
Yes.
Because the fact remains that AI has come to make our job easier.
Easier.
And that's one of the things that people don't understand the tools. Once somebody said that I believe in is that AI has not come to take your job, but AI has come to give you what you're looking for. So that can help you to also make your own idea more robust. Sometimes you can drop your idea for AI to say, oh, this is my idea, and it's tailored towards this set of people. Oh, how can you help me narrow it down to this particular niche? And AI will do it for you. So you can see now that it's only people that probably are lazy or people that are not that laid back that we actually have problem with AI. But if you are not, in fact, AI will make you to become a champion, and that's it.
Interesting. AI is going to make you become the champion as long as you know how well to utilize it, and
Exactly.
it enhances and amplifies your storytelling, because you are also doing the job. It's not as if everything is dependent on AI.
But it's your prompt that AI is working with. So that means how good your prompt is determines what you get from AI. So even if you put the prompt that doesn't really cut it, you also get the same thing.
And I love the fact that you mentioned data, because we live in a world whereby data is very important. And with technology, you can get accurate data, you can get facts. And these are things that technology has really helped to simplify.
Exactly. And also quick.
Yes, it's quick, quicker than it used to be.
Exactly.
Let's look at another thing about brand storytelling. What social impact does it have on consumers?
Okay. So in fact, there's one of our brands that I remember that's won an award, a global award for one of the campaign on something in the city of Port Harcourt. They call it suiting, or this black thing that comes from, and it's about social impact. When you talk about social impact, there's something about women empowerment, there's CSR, there's something about a lot of things have to do with the consumer, not about the products they're taking now, but about the environment. And these are the things that happens when we talk about storytelling. How it impacts on the social of the consumer. You talk about the recyclables, the environment, and all those things. These are the things. So we've have different advocacies that actually focus on this, and so you can see that aside the fact that consumers are getting value from products, even from the stories that a brand is telling, you can also bring the environmental part of it to play, which also make consumers to live a better life. So end of the day, I think it's a win-win thing for consumer, because brands have done a lot when it comes to this.
Interesting. And it's very interesting to know that brand storytelling has a lot of social impact on people, and through that way there could be a lot of advocacies. And at the end of the day, it's all about our environment, how safe it becomes, because these stories, they go long way and they can become memorable. So I'm looking at it now. I want to link this to the next question I want to ask now. We've talked about the social impacts and how, for long, as you mentioned some of these campaigns, I could remember some that just flashed back through my mind. It's campaigns I've seen years back. Now, we know there are many brands and it's a crowded market. So at the end of the day, each brand wants to be distinct. Each brand wants to become memorable. So how can brands ensure that through their storytelling, out of a crowded market, they become distinct and memorable?
Okay. There's something they call blue ocean strategy, and one of the things that makes you stand out as a brand, which I think some brands have done, and I will mention a brand that I worked on, and not because I work on the brand, it's because of things they've done. There is, for example, let me use Biggie brand, 13 flavors, and they are distinct flavors. And now others are also copying that. And why do you think others are doing that? Because you realize that consumers are also, our taste bud is different, and consumer is yearning for more things. And when consumers see options, they're happy because, oh, I'm used to this. One of the things about consumer is that we get tired easily because I've been seeing this for a while. So we want to check other things. And when a brand understands that, let me play this, and you see what happens, the brand becomes memorable. So what makes a brand distinct is a brand that actually, or a brand to stand out, a brand that understands what the consumer is asking for or what they're looking for. If you are asking for something and a brand can connect with that and provide, there is no way you will not stand out. And there is no way it's not be as if you are the only brand in the market, because everybody just realized that, oh, this brand is doing this. So, and I'll still go back to that beginning. Know the problem of the consumer. And not all the times that you want to play a mass market kind of thing. You might just do a niche market. Some brands want to appeal to everybody. You can't appeal to everybody. So you need to understand your target audience. There's a primary target audience, there's a secondary audience. So if your primary is the core, understand them, understand what they're asking, what they're looking for, and provide that. And you see that that's how you can stand out. And that's it. So your consumer makes you stand out. How? By doing what they are actually yearning for.
By doing what your consumers are yearning for. At the end of the day, you can't stand out, you become distinct, and they remember you, because at the end of the day, it shows to them that you are not just selling. Because at that point it becomes like some brands, they just want to make the sale, and the consumers feel like these people, they are not offering us any solution.
Exactly.
They are not providing any solution. All they just want to do is to make the money. And for instance, I would always want to use our brand, for example, ConsumerHallaTV. It's a consumer advocacy channel. And what we do is we tell stories from the point of the consumers, because you know that consumers need to be heard.
Sure.
So one thing that makes us stand out for distance is because, irrespective of the challenges you go through as a consumer, if you are facing any challenges and you need any form of advocacy, we are always 24/7 available for you. So that is something you do not get elsewhere. So you also mentioned, I'm just trying to link it up together, that as brands, you just have to recognize that it's more or less like your unique selling points at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Because you mentioned Biggie, and you could say I smiled when you mentioned it, because I understand that, yes, I'm not an ambassador, but but I take it, and sometimes I don't want to mention my favorites Biggie products.
You will tell me after the show.
So I just well, maybe I tell you, I'll get a lot of facts.
You see, so you have to tell me.
Yes, and right, for instance, because yes, on one of our programs we were talking about all of these snacks, and we mentioned rights. I remember, and I think I mentioned on that
Biggie rights, spicy.
Yes, and I mentioned that I like rights. I mentioned categorically, and that was on Resolution Box. We were talking about Resolution Box. We were talking about this. Then I mentioned that I liked rights. One thing that made me remember again was because of the fact that I paid for the experience, and that brand in particular has done something different to me. And the same way I would take a Biggie product and it has done something different. So all I'm just trying to say that one way or the other, it begins from the stories, and the brand recognizes the fact that we are trying to make our brand different and can be trusted.
Exactly.
So I'm just trying to lay more bricks on what you have said, and
then I'll say this. For me, we also need to understand that once the consumer becomes loyal, and we should not stop. There's something that we are doing well, and we shouldn't stop.
I'll still come to that. You just that out of my mind.
Okay, let me wait for.
No, you can go ahead.
Okay,
Yes.
so because one of the things is that I've noticed about brands is that they might come with that, they come with that
So much enthusiasm.
Exactly.
So much.
They
They
want
have so much to
deliver,
give. Yes.
and people already give their heart and their everything, and at the point just shattered it. And it just same way with a lady and a guy too, that you've promised heaven and earth, and then she has given you all her life, and then end of the day you just woke one day and say no. The same way, so some brands are like that. You would have trusted them, and just like what you mentioned about the big product you've been taking, or the right spicy, and the experience you paid for, and you're still consuming it, shows that as in time over time, the same experience have been what you've been getting. And that is one thing about what also makes brand to stand out. Because if I tell you that, oh, go and try this brand, and after trying it, you say, oh, that brand you said I should try doesn't even make sense, then that means my trust have been, have been damaged, and I won't go back there. So also, brands should understand that you should continue, you should continue with as in what you're preaching and what you so as you say it.
Good evening and welcome to the news highlights on ConsumerHallaTV. I am Kike Lomo at Jibola. Confusion continues to surround the construction of the second runway at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, with uncertainty over the actualization of the project. Discussions around the project peaked in 2025 when its estimated cost reached 532 billion naira. The National Orientation Agency has called on the National Assembly to criminalize the act of scooping fuel from falling tankers. The announcement was made in a statement posted on the NOAA's official X account attributed to the Director General of NOAA, Malam Lanre Isa Onilu. And now workers of the Federal Capital Territory Administration FCTA have begun an indefinite strike in Abuja over unresolved welfare concerns. The development was reported by the news agency of Nigeria NAN on Monday. Another news highlights this evening: the International Monetary Fund has raised Nigeria's economic growth forecast for 2026 to 4.4%, up from its earlier projection of 4.2%. The revised outlook was published in the IMF's January 2026 update of the World Economic Outlook and unveiled on Monday at the report official launch. Now, Dangote Group has signed a contract valued at over $350 million with India's state-owned Engineers India Limited, EIL. The development was disclosed by EIL in a statement released recently. Under the agreement, EIL will serve as the project management consultant and engineering, procurement and construction management consultant for the expansion. Away from that highlights right here, oil marketers have refuted claims that some retail petroleum outlets are selling fuel cheaper than the 739 naira per litre at Dangote refinery designated filling stations, attributing such report to speculations. The Nigerian Oil Share Index closed slightly lower on Monday 19th January 2026, slipping by 0.01% to settle at 166,112.5 points. This reflects a modest 17-point decline from the day's opening level of 166,129.5 points, despite a noticeable uptick in trading activities. And now the federal government has unveiled a new national housing strategy anchored on land reform, urban renewal, and public-private partnerships to address Nigeria's growing housing deficit. The Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, on Monday signed the 4.4 trillion naira 2026 budget into law. The signing ceremony took place at the conference room, Lagos House, Alausa Secretariat in Ikeja. And lastly, for the news highlights this evening on ConsumerHallaTV, there was tension on Monday at the entrance of the Federal Ministry of Finance in Abuja as protesting indigenous contractors blocked the premises, preventing the Minister of State for Finance, Doris Uzo Kanite, from entering the complex. All right, now, thank you so much for joining the news highlight this evening on ConsumerHallaTV. We go home now to return tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock a.m. So to join us for tomorrow's news story, please follow us across all our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok, and on YouTube. Subscription is absolutely free, all at ConsumerHallaTV. I'm Kike Lomo at Jibola. Good night.